Hey, you want to hear some poems about ducks?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
Maybe. Howdy, folks. Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Quantus server. And good news. The final era has unlocked. Yes, that's the space era. And I'm looking forward to this. It's using the, let's see, I think it's Open Computers and the Advanced Rocketry are the two mods that open up with this. And I'm looking at the Advanced Rocketry and what to do. If we take a quick look here, there's all sorts of stuff that Advanced Rocketry can provide. And the main idea is to get out into space. So that's what I'm wanting to do, is get out to space. I played a lot with Galacticraft, and this seemed like Galacticraft on steroids, because you can go out to a multitude of different planets, and it should be fun. Anyway, standing here in my ME network room, and I moved it over here just so that these items would be available to people, and I'm glad I did, because Nika had a problem where she was out of creeper heads, zombie heads, and so she came over and snagged some and then brought me back some resupplies. So glad that worked out really well for her. So, but what really wanted to start today is getting some of the machines going for the Advanced Rocketry. And for that, I've got this hollow projector. Now, that's an easy thing to make. Plates, glass, it's pretty easy to set that up, so I got that done. And the nice thing about this is you shift right click this thing, and there are all these multi-block machines and assemblies and whatnots that are going to be necessary to get out into space. And I'm looking at making the electric arc furnace. That will get me silicon, and that's it's going to take a little bit of time. And I was thinking of putting it up here. This room has nothing really in it. I grabbed some power cells so that I'd have something to charge these things up with. And so I was thinking of going ahead and putting it over here. Let's take a look at the chunk boundaries. It's a 5x5, and I'm thinking let's go ahead and put it right there. I like the idea of keeping things in a chunk. When it's a multi-block structure, it needs to go into a chunk. And one of the cool things here is this tells you with the little pop-up what block goes here. And if you have that pickup block thing, I just it used to be the middle mouse button, and I changed it to it was like button 5 on my mouse, just because I like that little spot. It's where my thumb is. So I use that. Anyway, it allows me to go ahead and select what block is needed here out of my inventory. So let's grab another bit, and we'll just assemble this up. I'm going to make this one on camera, and then I think we'll just ignore all the rest. So if I shift and scroll up with my mouse, this gives me this thing here. We've got some inputs, outputs that are optional. You can see they're cycling through with brick, and I need an input and I need an output. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna do that on the front, just because I can access all the stuff I need there. This is the electric arc furnace, so let's go ahead and put that in place. Does that have a, yeah, that's got a front and a back, so let's actually put the front there, and then let's do the input here, and the output is going to go over here. Alright, so that's what I'm looking at here. I can turn this off now. So let's scroll up for the next layer. Dink. And this looks like it's all the heat-proof brick, so I've got that. Let's start that a-going. Oh, and there's the sound that the kitty cat has been waiting for. That's the sound that it's dinner time for the kitty cat. Roxy, are you hungry? Are you excited? Is it time for food? Well, here, I'm going to turn off the sound and see, maybe Mrs. the DuckFarmer will feed the cat while I record this.
I don't know.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so she's doing that. It's brick on the outside, and it's needing these blocks of gold on the inside. So let's go ahead and slap those there. And I've got this little trim back here that I'm thinking is probably going to mess up with what I got going on here. So let's get rid of this trim. Can I reach that? I can. Alright, so no trim. and I need heat blast. Okay, I need the layer above. I need a power plug on top of each of these gold, and then it's going to be a one of these bricks up here. And I figure I should do that now while I can actually easily access these bits. Otherwise, I would be in a world of hurt. So let's go dink. Nope. Missed that one up. Looks like a nose. All right, so let's take that out. This should be fully assembled and working. And if we take a quick look, if we right-click this thing, the second right-click got me in. I think the first one assembled it, but I didn't see any animation on there. And so power, there's no power. So let's go ahead and grab power. Let's grab 3 powers. All right, so I'm going to stick one back here. And let's send you out, and then I need another one. All right, so one goes here. I wonder if I could make do with just one of these, but you know, I can make these like crazy. And I'd rather have these individual power cells than running a cable all around. So, yep. So we got plenty of power kicking in. And so now to make the silicon, let's see, this is the input hatch, so let's dump those in there. And pretty much a big fat nothing happens because I've got to turn this on. Yay, on. From what I've seen, this takes forever and 5 days to happen. There's a little GUI of this slowly progressing up. And arc furnace is where you've got 2 electrodes stuck into a solution or a mixture or powder or whatnot, and you arc current between those 2, and that electricity melts, processes whatever the stuff that happens to be in there. That's taking forever. Oh, hey, we've got a light here, which is good. So that's exactly showing that it is working. So yay, that's working there. And one of these went down. Okay, so success. Yay. Oh, and you can just barely see a sliver here. It's gonna take forever and 5 days. But this, I went ahead and made a chunk loading ward from extra utilities, and so this area here of the base is now loaded, and eventually it's gonna spit out out here some silicon that I can use for whatever the recipes are. So, okay, that can just go ahead and do its thing. The rest of the stuff, I'm going to go ahead and start making the rest of the machines. Lathes, let's see, what's my list of things? I need a lathe, I need a crystallizer, there's the crystallizer, I need a cutting machine, a precision assembler, rolling machine. I definitely want a rolling machine for getting plates. There's a precision, did I miss the precision? Oh, precision assembly machine. There's the other one I'm looking for. Those are going to be up here. So I'm going to go ahead and make the bits for those. Because, for example, a lathe. I would like, well, actually, let's get the roller first. I keep forgetting to shift that. That will get me plates. So if I drop that there, this looks like a 3 wide and, you know, so, or 3 deep and a 4 wide. Do you have any? Oh, and it's a 2 high. So looks like we've got here a fairly small little piece. Does this fit within a chunk? It does. Okay, so this could come over here. I can go ahead and set that up. Maybe one more over, just so that the output, I can put something next to it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start making these bits. Power input plug, I've got one of those. Fluid input hatch. Machine structure, rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and start making all these bits. And just like that, it's done. I was baffled by this one. It was a fluid import or input hatch, and as you can see, H2O, so it tells you it wants water. So I went ahead and made one of these infinite water sources, and that's cheap. You know, 2 buckets, 6 iron, done. And then a little fluid pipe from Ender.io in there, and this works. The cool thing, I like these models. They're fun. I went through and turned everything on, And then I believe I buried the power. Yeah, you can barely see the little power cell underneath there. Pretty much buried the power cell on all of these. And you just come over here, throw in whatever you need, and then you come down over here and pick up, oh hey, aluminum plates. You can pick up what you need there. In fact, let's go ahead and send one of you through. I just instantly grabbed it, and you can see there's the aluminum coming through as an ingot, and then it gets extruded out here, which it was already, you know, a plate, but you know, that's okay, because that's going to make this little aluminum sheet. So I think that would be excellent for making cookies, because you know you always put that, well, your cookie sheet, so it's got to be this, because you can't have a cookie, you know, plate, because that's what you eat them off of. That's what you bake. Anyway, no, we're not going to be doing cookies. Anyway, I also got other stuff, and again, I was saying I was going to break this up so that they weren't in crossing chunk boundaries. Well, the water is, but I just didn't want to do that. This is the lathe, and again, the models are really cool on this. So input here, output there. You know, access to see what the power is. You know, over in this area. I clicked you, didn't I? Yes, I did. And again, they're all on. And when you put stuff in here, you get something here, the color of the metal, and it's actually spinning around. Over here is the cutting machine, and I'm gonna be needing to make some stuff with this, but again, you know, input, output. And if you stand here while it's running, it should hurt, but I haven't used that yet. This is the crystallizer, and you can feed in some silicon and stuff like that, and it should do a little stamping. And then this is the precision, what is this? Precision assembler. And I love the model in there. Just look at all the stuff it does. That's just really, really cool. So those are the pieces that I'm making in here for fabricating stuff. And let's take a look and see what this is doing here. So this is kicking along, running. You know, it's slightly more than half done, which is amazingly slow, but because it's been about 24 hours since I assembled this and stuck in the silicon in there, so that's taken a while. This took me a good chunk of time to get going, mainly because of resources. So let's come over here and zip down one more time. The main problem was steel. I had 0 steel, and I was looking at the different ways of making steel, and initially I thought the electric arc furnace up there would make me steel out of iron. No, it doesn't. It just pretty much does that silicon. And so I went down here into the area where I've had my my engineering tech, and I decided to go with the immersive engineering. It was the quickest and easiest way to do that, and you can see pipes here work really well. So the Ender IO, I can push stuff in. I figured I don't care about the creosote. I've got several bottles of that. I don't care. And so that's just trashing the creosote from in here. And I went ahead, and when it's all done, it pumps out the stuff here, and I grabbed a bunch of steel. So let's go ahead and grab some steel and grab a stack of coke. And so yeah, I've got a stack of this. So you go in there and you go in there, and I just let that run for a while. And so while I was making those other machines, I was going to it and say, okay, let me pull out 1, 2, maybe 3 if I was really lucky, pieces of steel, and then start working with it. One of the benefits of getting those machines up there done, let's see, steel, I can, yeah, yay, 114, so that's going to help. I could sit there and make 4 of these steel rods using 3 pieces of steel, or I could take a single steel ingot up to the lathe and get 2. So that means I can use 3 here in the crafting, or I can use 2 in the lathe to do the same thing. That saves me resources, and when I was so low, that's why I made the lathe so quick. I made the roller so I could get plates, and then the steel rods, and yep. And I haven't used any of the others yet. So let's toss that in there. Aluminum. I want 2 of these, because what can you use with this? You can make this high pressure tank. So looking at the, yeah, I put SSSS down there so it would hide the stuff. So let's look at Advanced Rocketry tank. So here's we're not going to be using these tanks, we're looking at these pressure tanks for carrying oxygen so that you have breathing in your spacesuit, or for hydrogen for a jetpack. There's the low pressure tank, and that is made out of iron sheets. And that just is an piece of iron sent through one to make plates, sent through again to make a sheet, and then you send a pair through and you get the tank. Or you could do it with the next step up with steel, and I was going, oh man, steel's expensive. And then I saw we can do the step up above that with aluminum. Well, I've got gobs of aluminum and I'm not using it for anything, so why not? And then the super high pressure tank, that is made with titanium. And I said, I've got 0 titanium. In fact, if we take a quick look, let's take a look at titanium. Titanium, I have 10. And I'll explain how I got that. No, don't do it the R. R and U, which are my, recipes to make and how to use. If I moused over this when I type, annoys me. Anyway, so rutile ore. This is the bad boy that I need. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, if we take a quick look, there's nothing in it that says how to do it. The way that I got it is I went to the mining world and I slapped down my builder block. In fact, here, let's do this. Slap that down. There's this filter module in here, and it's got one tag, because what I did is if you right click, no, see it says what's in it, and I told it to go ahead and use this, and I didn't actually do, I should have probably turned that to not ignore. So I should have probably turned that off, because it gave me everything that was a Volpa's ore, so coppers and aluminums and stuff. But I got that, and probably that 60 some that I got was that was about 10 chunks worth of excavating, because this is set to go ahead and do a 4x4 chunk now down to bedrock. Anyway, so that's how I got that. And the other 10 that I had was from, oh no, I don't want to toss that in there, I want to keep that in here. The other 10 titanium ingots, I got from the rutile ore that I already had. I had 5, and I realized, I need a lot more titanium, because what do you use this for? Well, let's take a quick, I want to, damn it, chainsaw, this thing. Titanium rods. The titanium rods are used in advanced machine structure, satellite bays, rocket assembling machine. I'm going to need one of these. And jackhammer, no. What was the other thing? That's not what I was looking for. Maybe this. Assembly machine, space station assembler, orbital laser drill. There was the plates. Anyway, let's look at rocket. This right here, the titanium plate. To make this liquid fuel engine, I'm going to need 3 of these for each. So looking at this, I can put it in the electric arc furnace, and so that gives me the other thing I can use, the sand to make silicon and this rutile to make this titanium. Or I can go ahead and put this into the crusher and get 2, and then with the dust I can just go ahead and smelt those into the ingots. So I'm going to go ahead and double my ore, and I was going to run it through the electric arc furnace up there, but I figured, nah, don't care. So we'll go ahead and just toss it into here, because this is the speediest of the machines I've got for crushing, and it's the only crusher I've got. Anyway, so stuff that I still need to do. I need to get me a suit. So to make the suit, and that's the chest piece, I've got to craft, I thought I needed another machine. Oh, but that's for modules. So I just need to go ahead and craft this piece. Let's actually do this together. Let's get the suit together. So let's do space suit. No. Space helmet, space boots. Okay. You see, I would call this spacesuit helmet and spacesuit boots. just so that it would make it really easy to search for. But, you know, that's just me. Anyway, let's get the rest of this dust. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. And I'll get that smelting downstairs so it goes into the system. This is pretty speedy, so I like that. And doink. Down we go. Hello there, Howard. And I've got the alloy smelter back here, which will handle that just fine. So, that's not... Do you have any speed upgrades in you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay. So, cooking along. Nice. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and look at what we need for the spacesuit. I need iron plates, iron rods, glass, and wool. And I think I've got plenty of wool. Yeah, 140. So, yeah, I got plenty enough wool for what we need. Do I have the bits here? I do. Alright, so that's in place. The leggings, that's more iron plates. I went ahead and made a bunch of them. This one, I don't have either of these two bits. Yep, see, those are missing. What about the legs? Okay, I can do the legs. Alright, so let's move that there. And let's get the liquid fuel tank. Do I have? I don't have either of those. So, looking at that, I need 4 rods. So that's 2 steel and then 2 more of those. So, let's go ahead and get some steel. I just need 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the other piece I needed was this fan, and so that needs steel and another. So I need another 4 and another 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need 3 to do that and 6 to do that. Let's go up. And 1 more. Okay, so over in here, no, that. There we go. You go ahead and... Why can't I... Can't I roll you? I should be able to roll you. Are you kidding me? Iron plate, compressor, smart rolling machine. Wait. No, steel plate. Oh, fine, I need a former. Well, that's no good. I thought I had made these steel plates before. Oh, I know. I was using the hammer. So let's just go ahead and start these guys going. 1, 2, 3. And you can see it's rolling out and lathing the iron, which is really cool. Alright, so we'll let that do its thing. And what I was doing was the hammer. Hammer, do I have any hammer? I do still have this hammer. Alright. Hey! Have I not used this at all? You know, I have not used this at all. Well, okay, so I could have sworn I used steel plates before in something. I did. I used steel plates in... How did I get steel plates? That one goes that way. Oh, I think I was clicking on the wrong recipe. Compressor. Rolling machine. Steel. Steel plate. Why... Okay, I am doing something wrong, obviously. Let's go up. Here in the rolling machine, I should be able to take steel. It wouldn't put it in there before. Oh, so weird. Okay, so my derpiness aside, I've slept since then. So that's my excuse. Alright, so we'll go ahead and let this squeeze out the steel plates that we need. The lathe is done. It's pretty speedy, which is nice. So while that's doing that, I need the spacesuit manufacturer something. What is the thing? Suit workstation. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's cheap. Okay, so that's doing its work over there. Let's go down. I need a suit workstation. Oh, I do have a crafting table on hand, so perfect. Let's put that downstairs because I'm probably going to be doing most of the assembly work for it here. And let's just mount it. Why did I not put it on my bar? There we go. Let's mount that right there. And this thing allows me to take a spacesuit and I can put modules on it and upgrade it and make it work better. You can see the armor I currently have on. So, with that done, let's go up here. Lathe is done. Do you still have stuff in you? Nope, nope, looks like you're all done. Yay! I thought I put a whole lot more than that in there. Oh. Okay. Is there any more coming through? No, it stopped. Okay, there's my 6. Let's go ahead and make this piece. So I need this. There's the tank assembly, and then I needed the fan, which was that. There's my bits. Okay, give me my suit. Alrighty, so there's my suit, and that can go away. I'm going to need some tanks for the chest piece, so let me get more aluminum. Hey, I can see it right there. So I'm going to need, that's 1 tank, 2 tanks, 3 tanks, 4 tanks. Tanks! Okay. Let's go. Yeah, it would be nice if I could run a cable all the way up here, and I figured, I'm too lazy to do that. I can zip through pretty fast. Let's send those 2 through. Doesn't it really... To me, it looked like I needed... Really? The recipe, to me, looks like it needs 1 sheet, or 2 sheets to get me 1 of these tanks. And that looks like I gave it 1 sheet, or 2 sheets, and it got 2 tanks. So that seems very strange. So, if that's the case, then let's send those through. And I should get 2, and that should give me the tanks I need. Keep wanting to say bad puns of, you know, tanks for the memories and stuff like that, but I wouldn't do bad puns like that. No, no, no. And we'll send you through. So it definitely seems like the recipe is broken in the JEI, but that's okay. We will get some tanks. So 2 for oxygen, 2 for hydrogen, so I can use a jetpack and fly around. Now, what can I use this for? So it looks like if I probably want to make a jetpack so I can fly around. Enhancements. Why would I enchant it? So, let's see, what's the... interesting. So this is IC2 and more IC2. I hadn't done anything with IC2 yet, and I might hold off on it, but let's zip down real quick. So at this point, I've got some tanks. You can go away. The workstation, let's take a look and see. There's upgrades for the suit. Yeah, like a bionic leg upgrade. Let's just do a search for upgrade. Okay, so I want a bionic leg upgrade, so that gives me jump capabilities. I would like the padded land. That gives me feather fall. So let's go ahead and do that. Leather boots and feather. I have no leather boots, so let's make them. Feather. I've got enough of those. Alright, what was the rest of that? An advanced circuit. Here we go. Advanced circuit plate. Precision assembler. I need a silicon wafer. A silicon wool. Okay, so for that I need a silicon nugget, and the nugget should be just from there, yes. Okay, so I'm going to need a bunch of silicon in the crystallizer to make the boule, and then send the boule through the cutting machine to make the wafer, and then precision assembler will make the advanced circuit. So let's go ahead. I need gold and redstone. Let's see, gold. I think just 1, and redstone. Redstone. That was a block. And then what was the? And then if I just do that, it'll give me the advanced circuits. Okay, so then the control board circuit, I should have all the bits for that. Okay, so I've got that. I need to manufacture the stuff up there. let's do that. This is the anti-fog visor that can go onto the monitor, no, the helmet, that's the word. The padded landing boots that goes on the leg, no, the boots. The bionic leg upgrade, I can make that. I'll have some of those. I can just make a motor. That allows me to move faster. And then there's hover upgrades and flight speed upgrades, which will work for helping me with the jetpack. But we'll ignore that for the nonce, at most 2 nonces. So let's go up. And I need to get 2 pieces of silicon out of here. So, no, oh, it's one of those where you can't put it back in. Okay, so I need 2. You give me that. So in here, one of you, see, I can't shift click the items in. Oh, well, that's an output hatch. That's wrong. Oh, I did this backwards. I wanted the input hatch I've always been having on the left and the output on the right. So, okay, I'll have to remember that's wrong. Can I shift click you now? No, it does not like shift clicking. I have to place. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay, so rant over. So this is making that bool. I'm tempted to call it a boolie because it's got an E at the end. So this is. Am I getting 3 back or just 1? Let's see. Okay, just the 1. That's fine. And we'll go ahead and insert that into here, and that should start cutting that. Okay, do I take damage? Yes. Oh, I don't care. I'm invincible. So that will give me 4 of those silicon wafer bitsies. Yep, 4 silicon wafers. And then, do I remember the recipe? One of you, that's for that. I need to make the advanced, I can't remember the advanced. Oh, I just need to, oh no, that's the advanced one. Okay, yeah, so that's this piece. I can shift click those in. Why is it that I can shift click those in? Okay, so here, this is the fun animation I like, where it's stamping it, and then it's going to inscribe it. Come on, hurry up, inscribe. But I do like the little model on there with the little bits of green so I can cut out the pieces I need out of it. So there, it just gave it some red lipstick. And then it's going to go ahead and take a look at itself with this mirror and see how well it smeared the red lipstick around. And yep, it says, yep, you got red lipstick all over. Done. Come on. Come on. Okay, maybe this is a whole lot funnier if it's all makeup stuff. You know, there's the powder puff. Okay, so there's my advanced circuit plate. That, if I toss into here, should grind this up. Hey, how come it's already made? Hey, no, I'm losing my circuit plate. Don't cut it. No. Okay, well, that should give me 4 if I remember. You know, brain like a rusty steel trap, I tell you. All right, so this generates a whole bunch of stuff. All right, now to make the boots, I need 1 of you and 1 of you and 1 of you and just 1 of you. Is that? Yep. There's my booties. Okay, so powder puff. Well, while that's doing that, let's take a look at, I need another one of those and a motor. So we will ignore you for now and go get my legs. 1 more. Alright, so I get one of those I need, and then for the motor, I need some more of this and copper. So I need to stamp those. This is very easy. For a while I was thinking it was the immersive engineering where I'd have to start cutting up wires and stuff, and I was going, no, I don't want to do that. So I need 3 more steel. So, do I just have the 1? Fine, I'll have to cut. I thought I had 2 extras. Alright. Lathe me 1. And, oh no, I needed to smash 3. And that shift clicked in. Alright, let's grab the foot, and while I go down and grab another piece, I'm just going to grab me a whole bunch of steel. Steel, and he grabs 1. Alright, so here, if I put my boots in, I can put the padded piece on, and can I just take that out? Yes. Okay, so now modules, added padded landing boots. So that should give me feather fall. Well, yes, so I take no damage when I land because I've got padded booties. So yay. So this, I've got those 2 pieces. This, I just need the 3 here. So let's go up and grab that. So you have those pieces there. You, oh no, you need one more to get processed. See, I can shift click it then. So there's the 2 there. There's my crafting table on a stick. I use this. Is there anything in here? Nope, nope, nope. I just need the plate. There's the plate. Alright, so leggies, motor, make. There we go. And so now with this, I can go you and one of you. And that should give me the legs, yes. Alright, so that'll get stomped away. And then I need to, I'm gonna, off screen, I'm gonna go ahead and make the jetpack upgrades for this, because that's gonna be a whole IC2 rat hole. And I definitely do want to have the abilities to fly out in space, because that would be mighty nice. Let's go down here, zoom one more. Alright, and let's adjust the legs, add that to it, pull it out, and now it has the bionic leg upgrade. This, if we put it in, I can go brrp, and then I've got tanks for oxygen, I've got tanks for hydrogen for the jetpack. Will that... I wonder if this, if I go ahead and add this attachment plate and electric jetpack, will it trash all the modules inside here? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and snag that anyway. So it's got pressure tanks on there. It's all that aluminum. It's just super, super cheap. So that's not a problem. And let's make one last thing here. Got that. I can make that basic lens. Oh, that's super easy. Let's go ahead and make these bits. Alright, so I need this. I got the bits, so give me that. And then I've got that. And then this small battery, that's tin. Let's toss that back in there. Oh, no, I need one of them. So, battery, give me one. Alright, so let's go ahead and process that upstairs. And I think I have a suit that I need. So, you and you and you and one of you. Yep, there's the goggles. So when I'm flying around and I visit other planets that have a very dusty atmosphere, the nice thing that this will do is that will get rid of a lot of that fog and clear that up, and I should be able to still see clearly at a distance. Otherwise everything is just going to be so much haze, and that would not be much fun. So let's do that real quick. Edit this puppy up. Alright, so can I shift click? Oh, I can. Okay, yay. So let's go ahead and grab that, and then let's take off this armor and put on this. Woohoo! Achievement. Oh, hey, and I've got GUI here on the side showing what enhancements I've got on there. Nice! Oh, you can just barely see me through there. Let's look at a thing. Hello! Yes, it's a kind of claustrophobic in here, and I wonder how I'm going to go to the bathroom, but that's a problem that all astronauts have to deal with. But yeah, okay, so we've got all the machines I need to make the equipment and do a lot of the stuff I need, and I've got a suit. Next, I'm going to have to get some oxygen and some hydrogen and build a setup as far as making the rocket ship. So yeah, you can see I have very little oxygen there. If we take a look outside the window here, I set up a little platform. So that's where I'm going to assemble my rocket and do the hydrogen, oxygen, fueling, all of that is going to be over here. But I think that's going to be a different episode. For right now, we've got everything we needed for the first part. So we're taking place in the space race. Yeah, try saying that 3 times fast. I couldn't do it once. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting into space. I think that's going to be loads of fun, and I'm really having fun with the Advanced Rocketry mod. There's so much into it. Really fun. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the FTOG Quantus server, getting things ready to head off to space. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.